Greetings, Skill Incarnate bringing you all the latest indie gaming goodness. Welcome back as we look at another indie game. This time I'm checking out the colourful Metroidvania cooperative game on the PlayStation called Chenso Club. This game comes from Swedish developer Pixadrome, who created the quirky platformer Hay Fever, and was published by Curve Games, who released the excellent Colony Builder Autonauts, which I previously reviewed. Chenso Club is a challenging roguelike brawler with a visual style heavily influenced by popular anime like Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon, as well as fast-paced platforming and combat inspired by classic Metroidvania games like Dead Cells and Celeste. The game challenges you to fight your way through 6 levels, from snow-covered mountains to ancient castles, and finally the alien mothership using the Chenso Club. A group of girls, each with their own superpowers and personalities. The game leans heavily on the magical girl trope, with flashy costumes, comical weapons and cheesy dialogue, as well as colourful enemies and massive bosses. Finally, the game's biggest selling point is its cooperative mode, allowing you to play the entire campaign with 2 players, which is something I wish more Metroidvania games included. The story of Chenso Club starts with an alien invasion across the Earth. In response to this, a secret group releases Blue, a captured alien robot, giving her the mission to stop the invasion. Along the way, you'll unlock additional members of the Chenso Club after defeating each boss, learning their backstory and more importantly adding them to your roster of playable characters. Each level consists of a series of static rooms, where the player has to eliminate all enemies along with avoiding obstacles like pits and spinning blades in order to proceed. Enemies may look cute, but move fast and can spawn reinforcements. Thankfully, the game has sharp controls and each of the girls has a unique movement pattern and attack, so you can experiment to see which one suits your playstyle. You'll find a series of NPCs during your adventure, ranging from shopkeepers that can sell you upgrades in exchange for some of your life, and bus drivers that can take you to secret levels, where you can attempt challenges including enemy arenas and obstacle courses. Finally, the game has some light roguelike elements, which are tied to the game's fictional social media app called Chirp, which allows you to collect followers, which unlock permanent upgrades you can purchase using coins dropped by each boss. The game gradually increases in difficulty the longer you continue a run. However, you can use this to your advantage to gather more followers and coins. The real strength of Chenso Club is that it's built around the cooperative experience, letting you play the game as any of the members of the Chenso Club. The game provides 4 difficulty modes, ranging from a story mode for younger players to a hard mode for fans of hardcore games. Chenso Club is at its best when played with a friend, allowing you to combine the different Chenso Club members' weapons and abilities, making the game experience, particularly the bosses, a lot easier. However, the game has a few issues. I noticed that the game has performance problems when we experience severe slowdown when there's a lot of action on screen. This was particularly bad when using certain characters such as Plum. Her attacks involve using magic, and this would often tank the frame rate, resulting in us skipping over her. This also occurred frequently in boss battles, when several projectiles and enemies would cause the game to slow to a crawl. The other issue was the in-game cutscenes, which sometimes trigger when enemies are on screen. The player can take damage, and this often involved us skipping the cutscenes to avoid an unfair death. Finally, there's a severe lack of variety in the game, with most power-ups being passive and only a few weapons to choose from, as well as a small roster of enemy types and heavy reuse of art assets as well. While Chenso Club has some issues, it's still a serviceable cooperative experience that is accessible to younger players due to its colourful graphics, simple controls, and the choice of several difficulties, something that's absent from most similar games. The campaign is a little short and can be completed in a few hours, but it will take even the best players many attempts to complete the game on the hardest difficulty. I just wish there was some more features to the game, like unlockable skins, extra weapons, and some more mini games to explore. The game is a little pricey at $20 on the PlayStation, so my recommendation is to pick this up on sale if you're looking for a colourful, family-friendly cooperative experience, or if you're a die-hard roguelike fan. I hope you enjoyed my review of Chenso Club, and if you did, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe, as it really helps the channel. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I hope you'll join me next time when we look at another indie game. Until then, Skill Incarnate, out.